Hey, what's up people on YouTube? My name is Benjamin Sock and I'm here from BS Anime and I'm here to cover RWBY Grimm Eclipse. So, this game, you might be interested in buying or not. You might not know because you might have read some reviews and you felt like you're unsure. Well, I recently bought it due to the Steam Summer Sale and I'm going to go ahead and give my opinions on this game. So this game is a typical hack and slash game and I'm sure you might play like Legend of Zelda's Hyrule Warriors, or you might have played Fate Extella, or whatever other hack and slash game. But so the whole point of me going over this game is to answer this one basic question: is this game worth it? Sure, there are other questions you can ask, like, oh, well, what if it's on sale or whatnot, but I'll go ahead and go over that later. So first, let's go over the basic reviews on Steam. So overall, this is getting decently positive results on the Steam, and you can go ahead and search and read other people's reviews on this game. I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples right here, and there's Mocking and Exo Delirious, and more or less, I really do agree with Exo Delirious and Mocking to a degree, because, you know, when you play an anime game, you generally lose some quality because you decided I wanted to play an anime game. So, let's go ahead and go over this. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you some gameplay, but yes, unfortunately it's going to be laggy because I'm playing on a Mac, and my Mac's not that very powerful. So, yeah, it's going to be a pain to watch a bit, but you'll probably get over it. But, yes, it does run on Mac, as well as PC. So, the normal price point for this game is $20, but on sale you can get it for $5. And yes, this game is more or less a run-of-the-mill hack and slash. There's nothing too spectacular about it, and there are some drawbacks. The one thing is, yes, this is kind of like the visual quality of the anime of RWBY, but the graphics don't really impress me. Yes, I'm not in the highest graphic settings, but even still, you can feel like there is a lack of visual textures in there that could have been of higher quality. There are a lot of moves and skills, but not really. You more or less have a quick attack, a strong attack, and you can combine them to make combos, and you have a ranged attack. And then you could counter enemies, and then you could set up executes and do an execute, and you also have an ultimate. So that's more or less almost all your abilities. Beyond that, you have a dashing feature, which generally a lot of hack and slash games have that because you want to traverse really fast, and the maps are relatively big. Here, they're kind of big, but I've seen way bigger before. So, this game does let you play multiple characters. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back where I had RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, as well as Team, I'm guessing it's Juniper, I'm sorry if that's wrong, but so you have 8 characters, but the other 4 are unlocked behind DLC, which costs $5. But they are all different characters with different movesets and different abilities. So in this gameplay, I'm going to play RWBY because, well, it's called RWBY. So yes, but you get 8 characters. It's really not that much though. If you want to, because when I look at other hack and slash games, you generally get a lot more characters. And I understand that this game's cheaper, but the other games is more generally provide more bang for their buck. So if you really want a lot of character selection, this game doesn't really strive very well in there. And then there's the level progression, which you only go up to level 10, and then you can follow this path, and you can only choose a certain amount. But there is some level choice, but some characters get less choices than others in the left side of the tree. So if we go back to that review, it remembers saying it's easily beaten and it's a quick game. So, is that true? The answer is yes. Well, you get 10 chapters, and a chapter might take 10-15 minutes to complete, assuming you don't keep dying. And, you know, again, do the math. You got an hour or 2 worth of gameplay, maybe 3-4 if you're on the slower end. And yes, you can keep repeating the chapters, but it's starting to have no point. To further extend the gameplay, they have this system called ranks, where more or less you kind of like do a prestiging system where you do a set amount of objectives and then you get to reset all your progress on your characters and do it again. So I think there's 10 ranks. I don't know for sure, but the first rank you have to get 4 characters to level 10, which is the max level, and then you can go reset your progress, and then you can show other people you got a certain rank. It doesn't really serve any other purpose except, I guess, showing off to other people. So another thing is the voice acting. Well, I don't know. It's kind of not that great in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure most of you will agree. And it's not that spectacular, and you know, I feel like they weren't trying the best, or I mean, there's a lack of genuinity in their voices and how they act, and it kind of feels almost cheesy or low budget because the way they talk just doesn't feel right. And maybe that is also true of the anime. I don't know. I didn't watch too much of it, so it beats me in all honesty. The next thing is the enemy variety. There's only a handful of different types of enemies. I don't know, maybe 10 total different types of enemies you can fight. You are fighting basically 3 different types in the first stage, and then maybe every other stage you might add a new 1 or 2 different types. And this is relatively typical of a hack and slash games, so you don't expect a whole lot of variety of enemies if you were expecting that. But one positive side, I gotta say, that all the characters seem to be relatively true to the character in the anime, and they all have their own unique movesets, and I don't know, it's fun for a while. And another thing that I don't see many hack and slash is the online cooperative play. So other games don't seem to really have that kind of feature, at least for this kind of price. So if you have friends, especially who enjoy playing hack and slash and or RWBY games, I don't know if there's other RWBY games, but this could be a fun experience for you because you are able to play with them and go through the story and revive each other if you end up getting knocked down. So let's get back to the question I was intending to answer. Is this game worth it? So normally this game costs $20, and do I think this game is worth $20? Simply put, no. I do not think it's worth $20, but I didn't buy it $20 either. On the Steam sale, it costs $5, and do I think it's worth $5? Yeah, I think it could be worth $5. You are sacrificing some quality, and yes, I've got more bang for my buck in other games and sale for around $5. So please put that in consideration if you're thinking about buying this game. Now, if you are a big anime fan, or especially a RWBY fan, I think this game is worth for you getting. Yes, you are sacrificing quality, but many of you might be able to look over that because this is a game of a series that you enjoy or really love, and to be able to play those characters mean a lot more than certain elements that other games might provide. So it's really up to you. So again, if you are one of the following qualities, I feel like you should probably get this game primarily if it's on sale. So if you are an anime fan or a RWBY fan, hack and slash fan, and then beyond that, you know, not a whole lot. So if you're a RWBY fan, I think you should get this. Definitely go for sale unless you really hate waiting, but it is an extreme cost. I did go ahead and buy the DLC, and do I think the DLC is worth it? Again, I gotta say the same thing. If you really love those characters, then you'll probably buy it and you will enjoy it. There are some nice range characters, and they have their own different things. They're full-fledged characters, and they're not really a copy of another character. So, yeah. If you're a RWBY fan, I feel like you could probably go ahead and get this. Try to get on sale. I understand the summer sale's really about to end as I'm making this video because I'm slow and I didn't get this game in the beginning of the sale because I was waiting out to see if I really want this game, but I ended up playing my friend and I do enjoy it. But if you're not really a RWBY or anime fan, you could probably try some other games like Stella and whatnot. I might cover those games later, depending if I can get decent gameplay footage of it. So, what do you guys think? Do you think this game's not worth it? Did some of you buy it and say, yeah, this game's absolutely worth it? Do you think this game was a little cheap? Didn't get enough storyline in there? I feel like there should be more story in there, maybe a little more diversity. I think the character selection is nice, but they should probably add more story in this or whatnot. Yeah, there is a horde mode and whatnot. And I do enjoy that multiplayer a lot, though. And that is the main reason why I did buy this game, but what are your guys' thoughts, and would you recommend this to someone else? So that's all I really have to say. So, is there any other games you guys would like me to cover in the future? Maybe I'll cover some other anime games when I can record it or have time, but that's all I gotta say. So, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video.